Emma, tell me a bit about you and Ted.
So this year we wanted to qualify for Hickstead, and so we took him to his first county outing on a Tuesday to the South of England show, and we managed to qualify him for Hickstead and Aintree. So that was the main aim for this year. So we don't really know what the year's going to take now, to be honest.
Fantastic. And Ted's the next racehorse?
He is, yes.
So tell me a bit about that and how you found bringing him on.
Well, he raced 13 times, and well, we originally brought him from Sarah, and so he was pretty much all there. But I can definitely tell you the journey from when I've had him to now was definitely not easy.
Yeah.
We've had our fair share of hit the decks and all sorts. So.
Okay, so you've clearly hit your goals early, qualifying for Aintree and Hickstead already. What are your plans for the rest of the year now?
Well, hopefully I want to take him out show jumping, because when I originally got a horse, that's what I wanted to do. But obviously with Ted at the beginning, that wasn't great, bless him. But so we hope to go out show jumping, and then maybe just a couple while the eventing season's on, just do a couple to get him to have some fun, but just a bit of everything, to be honest.
So obviously we've had a couple of sports psychology sessions now. Tell me a bit about what your perceptions about sports psychology might have been previously.
Well, before I'd never really heard about it, so when I first came to you it was a case of it was something completely different. But to be honest, I quite enjoyed it too. So I'm glad that you actually gave us the opportunity to do this.
Okay, tell me a bit about what you found most helpful in our sessions.
Well, I found most of it actually really helpful all the way through, because obviously me and Ted have had issues in the past, and then when we discussed them with you, it was a case of I already knew the knowledge, but I just didn't know how to put it out there to help me and him.
Yeah.
And so when discussing it with you and put it in like an action plan, it became really clear and easy to follow.
Yeah. So maybe tell me a bit more about one of the issues that we talked through.
Well, one of the issues that me and Ted had was when we were in our showing classes and I asked him to extend, he would basically either buck or gallop near enough to clean off. And so it was a case of working out how to make me more relaxed to make him relax. So then it made it more enjoyable. So then when we did get it going, it then was actually quite nice to achieve.
Yeah. And what kind of plans did we put into action?
When coming up to the corner of the long side we'd extend down, how I would have to basically breathe to myself, talk to myself, calm myself down, and then just generally ask him in a nice manner. And then because I was then relaxed, he thought, oh okay, this isn't actually that bad. And so then he was calm, I was calm, and it was just generally enjoyable. Yeah,
so it was about releasing the tension in yourself so that he picked up on that.
Because I knew he was going to buck, it was a case of I couldn't then relax myself. And so knowing that I knew how to do it, I just didn't do it, made it easier to then eventually do.
So it was kind of about having a plan?
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me about what changes you've seen in the show ring.
Well, when we actually went to the South of England show, most of them, as you know, in the show ring actually do cut you up. And so even with what we discussed, even though it necessarily wasn't about just the extending, it was a case because I knew how to make myself calm, and then made him calm, so them cutting me up and getting him tight behind him and pinning him in didn't actually bother him.
Yeah.
And so it was all a case of me, and then it just was easy for him.
Yeah, so even though people might have been cutting you up, you remain calm, and that transferred to him.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And what was the result of South of England?
Well, we did the novice class first, and he pulled second next to one of the most well-trained showing people, so that wasn't that bad, bless him. And then we went into the open class and pulled third next to the same woman and the Queen's horse, so
fantastic.
Technically.
And I guess one final question then, what would you say to other riders who might be thinking about using sports psychology?
I'd definitely go there, to be honest. Yeah. Even if you're apprehensive to start with, there's no harm in seeing what it's about, because obviously I went in with an open mind and it's benefited me a hell of a lot, so why not try it?